Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're talking about something that I think a lot of us struggle with, motivation. You know that feeling, right? You get this burst of energy, you're ready to conquer the world, you set a dozen new goals, and then a week later you're back on the couch wondering where all that drive went. It's a frustrating cycle. We're constantly told to find our why, to stay motivated. But what if I told you that relying on motivation is actually setting you up for failure? Motivation is a feeling, it's an emotion. And just like any other emotion, it comes and goes, it's unreliable. You can't schedule feeling happy, and you certainly can't schedule feeling motivated. So, what's the alternative? How do the most successful and consistent people on the planet get things done, even on days they don't feel like it? The answer is simple, but not easy. They don't rely on motivation, they rely on habits. Habits are the systems that run in the background of our lives. They are the automated behaviors that we perform without even thinking. Think about it. You don't need a jolt of motivation to brush your teeth in the morning, you just do it. That's the power we need to harness for our bigger goals. Today, I'm going to share 7 powerful habits that will help you ditch the motivation roller coaster and build a life of consistent progress. These aren't quick fixes. They are fundamental shifts in how you approach your day, your work, and your goals. Let's get started. First up, habit number 1, start ridiculously small. I mean, so small it feels silly. We often fail because our goals are too big. We say, I'm going to work out for an hour every day when we haven't been to the gym in years. Instead, what if you committed to doing just 1 push-up a day? Or putting on your running shoes and standing by the door? The goal here isn't to get a six-pack from 1 push-up. The goal is to build the habit of showing up. The action is so easy you have no excuse not to do it. It bypasses the need for motivation entirely. Once the habit of showing up is established, you'll naturally start doing more. That 1 push-up becomes 5, then 10, then a full workout. Don't focus on the result. Focus on making the action non-negotiable and incredibly easy to start. Habit number 2 is something I call stacking your habits. This is a brilliant technique from James Clear's book, Atomic Habits. The idea is to link a new habit you want to build with an existing habit you already do every day. Your brain is already wired for the existing habit, so you're just adding 1 small step to a pre-existing neural pathway. For example, let's say you want to start meditating for 1 minute every day. You already brush your teeth every morning, right? So your new rule becomes, after I brush my teeth, I will sit down and meditate for 1 minute. Or maybe you want to read more. After I pour my morning coffee, I will read 1 page of a book. By tethering the new habit to an established one, you create a simple, repeatable cue that triggers the behavior automatically. No motivation required. Next, habit number 3, design your environment for success. Here's a hard truth. Your willpower is a finite resource. If you spend all day resisting temptation, you'll have no energy left to do the things that actually matter. So instead of relying on willpower, change your environment. If you want to eat healthier, don't keep junk food in the house. Make healthy snacks visible and easy to grab. If you want to practice guitar more, don't keep it in its case in the closet. Put it on a stand in the middle of your living room where you'll see it constantly. We are products of our environment. Make it easy to do the right thing and hard to do the wrong thing. This one change can make a monumental difference because it works for you 24/7, even when you're not consciously thinking about your goals. Okay, let's move on to habit number 4, the 2-minute rule. This is another game changer. The rule is simple. When you start a new habit, it should take less than 2 minutes to do. Any goal can be scaled down into a 2-minute version. Want to read before bed? Read 1 page? Want to study for a class? Open your notes? Want to run 3 miles? Put on your running shoes. This isn't about the result itself. It's about mastering the art of showing up. The point is to make starting your habits as easy as possible. Anyone can meditate for 1 minute, or read 1 page, or do 1 push-up. The magic of this rule is that once you've started doing the right thing, it's much easier to continue doing it. Starting is always the hardest part. The 2-minute rule makes starting effortless. Habit number 5, track your progress, but focus on the process. We love seeing progress. It's naturally rewarding. So, get a calendar and put a big X on every day you complete your habit. This is often called the "don't break the chain" method. The visual evidence of your streak creates its own momentum. You won't want to break that chain of X's. But here's the crucial part. While tracking is about the outcome, your mental focus should be on the process. Don't obsess over whether you've lost 5 pounds this week. Instead, focus on whether you showed up for your workout today. Celebrate the action, not just the result. When you fall in love with the process, the results will take care of themselves. This shifts your identity from someone who is trying to lose weight to someone who is a person who works out consistently. This brings us to habit number 6, the never miss twice rule. Let's be realistic. You're human. You're going to have off days. You're going to get sick, have emergencies, or just feel completely drained. You will miss a day of your habit. And that's okay. The problem isn't missing once. The problem is when missing once becomes an excuse to miss twice, then 3 times, and then before you know it, you've completely fallen off the wagon. So the rule is simple, never miss twice in a row. Did you miss your workout today? Fine, but you absolutely, positively must do it tomorrow, even if it's just the 2-minute version. This rule provides a buffer for life's unpredictability while preventing a single slip-up from derailing your entire progress. It's about getting back on track immediately. Finally, we have habit number 7. Schedule your habits like appointments. We schedule meetings with our boss, appointments with our doctor, and coffee dates with friends. We put them in our calendar and treat them as non-negotiable commitments. Why don't we give our most important goals the same respect? If you want to write a book, don't just say, "I'll write more," schedule it. Every Tuesday and Thursday from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. is writing time. Block it out in your calendar. When that time comes, you treat it like any other important appointment. You don't ask yourself, "Do I feel motivated to write?" You just do it because it's on the schedule. This removes the decision-making process, which is where motivation often fails us. It transforms your goal from a vague wish into a concrete, scheduled action. So there you have it. 7 habits to replace the fleeting feeling of motivation. Start ridiculously small, stack your habits, design your environment, use the 2-minute rule, track your process. Never miss twice and schedule your habits. Notice a theme here? It's all about making it easy to start, making the process automatic, and creating systems that don't rely on how you feel in the moment. Building habits isn't about a massive, heroic effort. It's about small, consistent actions repeated over time. It's about building a system that carries you forward on good days and bad. Motivation is the spark, but habits are the fire that keeps burning long after the spark is gone. So, I challenge you, pick just one of these habits and try to implement it this week. Start small, build the system. Forget about motivation and focus on what actually works. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more content on building a better, more consistent life. I'd also love to hear from you in the comments below. Which of these habits are you going to try first? Or do you have another habit that works wonders for you? Share it with the community. Until next time, keep building.